Proszę Państwa, gościmy dzisiaj w studiu dwóch policjantów z Elmwood Park, detektywa Roberta Centkowskiego,
Dzień
witam,
dobry.
oraz oficera policji Michaela Goldyna. Witam,
Dzień dobry.
witam panów. Elmwood Park nie jest taką za bardzo polską miejscowością, prawda? Mimo wszystko mamy tutaj przed sobą dwóch policjantów polskiego pochodzenia, a jest was jeszcze więcej w posterunku.
I coraz więcej rodziny teraz przychodzą do Elmwood Park i rośnie z Polakami.
Aha, czyli może się tak zdarzyć, że Elmwood Park kiedyś będzie takim przedłużeniem Wallington czy Garfield, tak?
Tak wygląda. Coraz więcej rodziny przychodzą z Garfield, z Wallington i mamy teraz 3 officers, co rozumiemy i możemy się dogadać. Może nie tak dobrze, ale dogadamy się. Jak coś potrzebujecie, to zadzwoń. Nie bój się. No.
Panowie urodzili się już tutaj w Stanach Zjednoczonych, ale wasze rodziny pochodzą z Polski, prawda? Skąd z Polski?
Tak. Moje rodzinie Nowy Targ.
I z Słupsku.
Należycie do grupy, która założyła niedawno takie stowarzyszenie, Polsko-Amerykańskie Stowarzyszenie Policjantów w New Jersey.
Tak.
I teraz może przejdę na język angielski, bo pewnie troszeczkę łatwiej będzie wam opowiadać o zawiłościach związanych z tym stowarzyszeniem. Why did you come up with this idea, and why did you see the need for an organization like that, Polish-American Police Association of New Jersey?
We noticed that there's more and more people, Polish people in our community, and more officers in the state of New Jersey. And every other nationality had a group representing them. We had the Italian Americans, Spanish American, Asian American, and we felt that we can do more for our community if we got together and get a bunch of officers together so we can give back to the Polish people in our community and show them that there's people here that are there for them, that they don't need to be afraid of the police, and that we're here for the community.
So was it your idea, or you worked in a group?
I was thinking about it for a long time, and then we all finally sat down and we needed that push from someone else to say, let's do it, and we finally decided now was the time.
Michael, what made you join the effort?
We came on in the police department at the same time. He talked about it since day one for 7 years. I helped him what we had to do. We met the president of the Italian American Association. He sat down with us at the Royal Warsaw. He basically explained everything to us, and he basically told us what we needed to get started. And then we got our other partner with us, Randy, and then we talked about it, and Rob gave us basically everything we had to do, and we just started off, and it's great because the Polish people, when we come to the house and everything, they love seeing us there. They rather talk to us instead of the other police officers. They feel more comfortable.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you during this show, does the Polishness or the Polish background help in your work as police officers? And it certainly does,
Absolutely.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Because it's easier for you to communicate with the community. They come up to you. They may be afraid of.
Right. A lot of times people might not speak English that well, or they're a little nervous of the police officers. And if they see the last name, they see the Centkowski, they'll come up to me and speak, do you speak Polish? And once you do, you see them automatically feel a little bit more relieved.
The organization has existed for just barely over 6 months. It was founded in June last year.
Yes.
But it already has almost 100 members. What do you attribute the success to?
We get a lot of positive feedback from officers from the whole state of New Jersey. They said, it's about time something like this happened. I got letters thanking us, there's officers for organizations for everybody else, and it's about time. There's a lot of hardworking Polish officers that give their time up and they work on the job and give a lot of themselves, and they want to give back to the community. So
does it mean that Polish officers are all over the state, wherever you go?
Yes. There's a lot in Linden area, Sayreville. We have officers, Wallington, Garfield, Elmwood Park. We're growing. Just like the Polish community in New Jersey is growing, so are the officers.
Is the organization only open for police officers? Could I become a member?
Yes, we have a title called associate member. So it's open to civilians. You can join. You have pretty much the same rights or benefits as we do. The only thing is you can't vote on certain things. But other than that, anybody's free to join. So.
I could still march with you in the Pulaski Parade just like you did last year.
Yes.
Could I?
Of course,
Yep.
yes.
Will I get a uniform as well?
we'll try to work something out.
So speaking of what you do, you marched in the Pulaski Parade just a couple of months after founding the organization. You did a toy drive right before Christmas.
Yep.
You just had your first annual ball.
Mhm.
What is in your plans for the upcoming future?
This year, we're trying to become tax exempt, so we're doing as a charity group. That's one of our priorities. We're doing also a drive for Poland. A lot of people give things before Christmas and send things to Poland, and these families, benefit from it. But the rest of the year, they don't have anything. So what we want to do is get together with officers in Poland, and we're going to send things that are needed for families that might not be able to afford certain items, and we want to get together before the summer and have things sent to these families.
Mhm. And how do you look for those families, or how are you going to look for the families?
We
that
have
really
contact
need?
with all departments in Poland and also with their family services, and they pick the most needy families, and they give us a list of what they need,
Mhm.
and we do the best. We're going to put it on our website, what we need, by what date, and we're going to try to send it out so people have stuff in the middle of the year also, not
Mhm.
just for the holidays.
That's wonderful. Michael, do you think some of the gifts or donations will go to where your family comes from? In the East, which is usually perceived as a maybe less wealthy a part of Poland.
Yeah, I've been to Poland not too long ago. I've seen where my family came from, and we're gonna make an effort because we have a lot of members too to have family from over there.
Mhm.
We're gonna make an effort and we're gonna send some stuff over there and we're gonna get it around over there to the villages and everything out there.
That's the main concentration. It's going to be the eastern end of Poland.
So you concentrate on helping
The people who-
Poles in Poland, but also you are looking out for students here.
Yes, we're starting a scholarship fund this year. It's for a Polish-American student who does well in school. We're going to come up with a test, and we're going to have two parts to it, one for a high school if they go to a Catholic school or a private school, and also for a college, so we can help them go forward with their educations here.
And who donates money for the fund?
Anybody can. We have a website. Anybody can go on the website. There's a link for the scholarship fund, and your money's going to a good place. It's going directly to the kids. We don't get a penny from that. It's just our way of giving back to the community.
And does the student need to have any ties with the police force?
Just has to be, someone has to tell us about them. If we don't know about them, they just have to be recommended to our group by someone, either a member or someone who knows a member, and we consider anybody.
So back in Poland, there used to be jokes about policemen, all sorts of jokes. Is there something like that here, especially maybe about policemen of Polish origin? Have you encountered anything like that?
Not just Polish origin, but in general, people, they'll make fun of, the tickets and going out there, and they call it, Flatfoot or the Fuzz. They could have the funny names for us, but it's pretty much the same here.
But
Yeah.
it's not only about the police officers of Polish origin. It's
No.
about
Yeah, it's us in general.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So are the police officers of Polish origin valued in the police force in some way? Are they distinguished in any way?
Definitely. Being able to translate in Polish, we get called by different departments to help out all the time. Part of investigations that might not be able to be completed unless you were able to speak to someone in Polish, maybe a witness. So we definitely need it.
Michael, you're a patrol police officer. I'm pretty sure, and we've already touched upon this topic, people, especially ethnic communities, including the Polish community, are sometimes afraid to reach out to the police officers to, get in touch about crime and stuff. How do you deal with that?
It's going to happen everywhere. Everywhere you go, a lot of people don't want to deal with police officers. But as far as like in Elmwood Park now with the more Polish community, and they know we have Polish-speaking officers, just like yesterday when I was working, somebody actually called and asked if one of the Polish police officers were working. And myself and Randy were working, and then at first they didn't know, so he just hung up the phone. Then he asked us, then we said we were working, and he asked us to come to his house. And once we came to his house, he told us what the problem was, and he actually wanted to go to the hospital. But it was a big language barrier. He didn't feel comfortable talking over the phone. So he basically had us come there. We talked to him, settled him down and everything, and then we took him to the hospital. And every time we go there, he thanks us all the time for having us go over there, speak to him. He's actually proud, like we're family. He always calls us braciu for going over there and talking to him.
So I've heard about the ethnic communities being afraid of reaching out to the police force, either because of the perception of the police officers they've brought from their countries or because of their legal or immigration status. Is there anything to be afraid of when reaching out to the local police precinct?
No, absolutely not. There's never need to be afraid. We're always here to help you, regardless of your nationality or background. I mean, like you were saying with the Polish people, it is a little harder for them to call us, but once they do know there are Polish-speaking officers in the department, sometimes they specifically ask for us, and they only will like to speak to us, and when we go there, we help them, we comfort them, and then they understand that I don't know what their dealings were over in Poland or anything, but when they come over here, they understand that we're also here to help them, and they appreciate us being here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to our show and talking about what you do and talking about your organization. What's the website's address if somebody wants to find out more
It's
about the organization?
www.papa of New Jersey, NJ.org.
Thank you very much, Officer Goldyn, and thank you, Detective Centkowski, for joining us.
Thank
for
you
our
for
show.
having us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.